Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. Today I want to do a segment for my playlist, New Tackle and Trends, because I've got a new tackle item that I know you're going to want to know about. It's so new, I didn't even really know about it 2 weeks ago. But I got a package, and anytime I get one of these packages from Owner Hooks that's got a new item in it, I just can't wait to get my hands on it, tear it open, and see what it is. This is an item that is going to enable you to use some baits in different ways that you haven't previously. Before I get right into that, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. So this item is something that owners had in the lineup for a long time, but they've adapted it to utilize for some other bait styles. The centering pin spring is just a phenomenal item, and it's used in several different hook harnesses or hook options that owner has, like the flashy swimmer right there. Enables you to rig your soft plastic swim baits. I love my Rage swimmer on the flashy swimmer, works phenomenal. And then the twist lock, the owner twist lock, this guy's great for soft stick baits. I really like it on my caffeine shad because I can throw it further, keeps the bait down, but also because of this weight here, enables my caffeine shad to kind of have a shimmy as it falls. It gives it more action. Also works great with soft stick baits. And then this guy right here, out of the twist lock offering that owner also has, this is a 3X, so heavier gauge with an 1/8 ounce weight on there. Great for toad type baits. But all these items are difficult to work with your 3X or Elaztech type materials. Like this is a Strike King Z2, and they also have a baby Z2, and then also the Strike King Zero is also made out of a Elaztech type material or elastomer. It's kind of a different grade of plastic that again can stretch and handle more abuse, but it also makes it harder to drive that centering pin into the bait. And the centering pin's offered in like 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and extra large. And one of the things that a lot of pros have been doing, including myself, is using that for pre-fish. If we're going into a potential area that we just feel like it's got a lot of fish, and we really don't want to hook them, because a lot of times when you hook them in practice, you have a less of a tendency to catch them or hook them in the tournament. So just in order to go through an area and gauge the bite for quality and quantity, they put that centering pin spring on there. You know, you just tie it traditionally, and then you just corkscrew that onto a soft plastic bait, and you can fish it without a hook. So a very valuable item for pre-fish or practice type periods whenever you're getting ready for a tournament. However, these don't really work that well with 3X. It's just more challenging to to thread on one of these Elaztech type baits. And the Elaztech type baits are, they're here to stay. They're super productive for catching fish and in a wide variety of situations. A couple of things that make it great is the high buoyancy, and then obviously the ability to really catch more fish on it. It takes a lot of abuse, and I think that buoyancy, instead of a bait falling to the bottom, keeping it in the fish's strike zone just works really well. Just a different look for fish, and they've definitely shown a preference for them certain times than others. But getting to this new tackle item made by Owner Hooks is the CPS Slim, Centering Pin Spring Slim. And a couple of the things that make this compatible with your 3X or elastomer, your Elaztech type materials, is the fact that there are fewer spring coils, and then the spike on the very end is sharpened. So this item right here is sharpened so you can pierce into the Elaztech, and then the fewer coils or fewer springs enables you to corkscrew that on there and put it on there, holds well. And the design is really made for those types of baits and materials. So a couple things that's awesome about this is it enables you to fish like that Strike King Z2, the baby Z2. See, I've got one in there right there at the tip, trying to get that where you can see that, and back it up a little bit. But enables you to rig that bait without a hook. You could drop shot that bait. and get bites in an area. Fish never knew that what they bit wasn't real. You don't hook them, you don't land them, but you can, count the number of bites. Great idea for that. If you're using an A rig or umbrella rig, you can actually put more swim baits on. And if you're in a state where they only allow you to have like 3 hooks, you could still have 5 baits on there and still be within the parameters of the laws or the rules for that state, because you'll still have more baits, but only 3 will be in play. 3 will actually have hooks. And so a great item for that, to add more baits to your umbrella rigs. A couple other things that you can do. We've always liked to put those little tail spinners on. Owner offers the flashy accent, which is a little spinner with that little swivel on there. And it's really difficult to put into a 3X type material. And with the new CPS Slim, I can now fish it on my 3X stuff. One of the things that's been kind of a trend in the fishing industry, a lot of guys are fishing the nedrig and some of those 3X materials. Again, you can now put a little bitty blade. An owner offers some smaller sizes and slow reel this guy with that little blade shimmying and wobbling and flashing across the line of sight of these fish. Can draw fish to your bait and give them something a little bit different to look at. Great when the bait is real itty bitty. So the centering pin, the CPS Slim, is a new item from Owner, and it's great for using on your 3X type materials. I'll go ahead and put this in a Z2. This is the large one that they make. Number one, you're just going to want to push it in there. Push that spike in there as far as you can, and then you just twist it on. You want to get that as definitely as straight as possible. You're pushing in and turning at the same time and trying to keep the bait stable in your hand so that it stays nice and straight. And I think I'm almost there. And boom, look at that. I've got my centering pin spring in there, the CPS Slim, rigged and ready to go. Now I can fish this in areas, get bites, not have to hook fish, come back in the tournament and catch those fish. But also I can do some different rigging variations, like I said, with the Owner Flashy Swimmer, or with the twist lock varieties with the weighted hooks. Now I can use my soft stick baits or my soft fluke type baits that are in that Elaztech material, that were in places where I didn't used to be able to. Even 3X jig trailers, I could just pin that on the back, lace that over the jig hook, and I've got my 3X jig trailer on the back of a jig. The CPS Slim, great new item from Owner. I'm excited about some different ways that I'll be able to employ that little spring and make me more efficient on the water. That's it for now, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching and good fishing.